They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Bobcats will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Sam Houston's offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Looking to throw it off. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Texas State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. He'll keep it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way? play, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the toss. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option. Playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Bobcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bruh, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hands it off. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Shaw. Makes the grab. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Going right to work up top. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. On the option. Jukes his way for more.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Jones to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's got great speed, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bobcats are marching down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the middle, working that left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol.
First down for the offense.
Got the quick pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Jones to throw. This time it's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Music note! Music note! Charcoal!
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw at Shaw. Completes it in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The 1st half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
Hey, pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Maldonado. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Right on the money. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Catches it cleanly at the 20. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Zings it complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. They pull the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Yaw. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get to him as he throws.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes a man miss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying play action. Using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Bobcats are on the move. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Leaves it with the running back.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll ride his man on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll go to the toss. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
56, Sam Houston, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Line is set on third down. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. 2nd down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Finds a crease at the 20. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive.
There he goes.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go back to the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate...